Welcome to the world of tennis, presented by BNP Paribas. The scoop from inside and outside the lines. You'll be center court for some of the most insightful and entertaining stories from around the globe through the wit and wisdom of our host, Justin Gimelstob. World of Tennis will take you inside the training room with Dr. Vijay Vod, a physician for many ATP players and one of America's most respected doctors. You'll get the best read on the tours with Tennis Magazine in our weekly roundtable. And exclusive lessons from the legend with 8 Grand Slams under his belt, Ivan Lendl. Watch all this and more coming up right now on the World of Tennis, presented by BNP Paribas.
Welcome to the World of Tennis, presented by BNP Paribas. I'm Justin Gimelstob, and we have a very exciting show for you this week. We're going to show you John McEnroe and 2 of his most exciting matches at Madison Square Garden, one against Bjorn Borg and the other one against Arthur Ashe. We'll take a closer look at the importance of youth involvement in tennis, and we're also going to catch you up to date the Bryan brothers, looking to become the most successful doubles team of all time. That and more on the World of Tennis.
Watch the events you missed as we look back at this year's tennis events. Brought to you by Wilson, #1 in tennis.
It was a super Southern California Sunday as the Bryan brothers became the most accomplished doubles team in tennis history at the Farmers Tennis Classic and took their all-time record 62nd title. The win moves them past the Australian team of Todd Woodbridge and Mark Woodford. The Woodies were just inducted into the International Tennis Hall of Fame this July. Woodford was in attendance and acknowledged the spectacular achievement. I was fortunate enough to be one of the first to celebrate with the Bryan brothers just moments after their historic event.
All right, we're here at the World of Tennis with now the newly crowned doubles kings, Bob and Mike Bryan. Number 62, what does it mean to you?
Feels great to have a piece of history. You know, we never thought we'd get 61. You know, we started off 12 years ago, and it was such a far-off goal to get. So, you know, last year we had 50, and we started inching toward it. People started talking about it, and today we were just nervous wrecks. So it's nice to notch that one off.
Well, number 6 also at the Farmers Classic here on UCLA soil. Why do you play so well here?
Well, we played here when we were 6 years old for junior team tennis. We played at Stanford. We would come down here and play UCLA, your Bruins. We won the NCAAs here, and then Bobby Kramer gave us a wild card when we were 16 years old at this tournament. So we kind of got our first taste of the Pro Tour. It's our home court. We got 85 tickets today, friends and family, and it's nice to kind of get this little monkey off our back and keep playing tennis.
Who did you guys look up to growing up?
Besides you? We looked up to the Woodies. Yeah, we idolized the Woodies. They did everything. You know, they have all the records. We have one record, but they play precision doubles. We learned about their poaching. We looked up to McEnroe, Fleming. There's a lot of legendary teams. You beat us at Wimbledon, so
one time.
You're never going to let us live that down. But yeah, we love what we're doing. We want to keep doing it for 5 years at least.
What are the keys to the Bryan brothers' double success? You do so many things great. From your perspective, what sets you apart?
I think just the thousands of matches we've played together. We have, like, that was this team's first tournament they've ever played, so we feel like we had a lot of experience on other teams. We've been healthy. You know, a lot of teams, you know, one guy will get injured or sick or something. We've stayed healthy for 12 years, which is amazing, and that's why we've been consistent, and we're never going to give up on each other. We're going to have bad losses. We've had many bad spells in our career, but we go home and we can just work together and try to get past that.
Well, you've accomplished so much. Grand Slam champions on every surface, Davis Cup champions, 62 titles. What's next for the Bryan brothers?
Let's try to get to 70, keep going. We want to get the Davis Cup back into the World Group. We play Columbia after the US Open. Want to win some Grand Slams. The Woodies had 11 slams, we have 8. So maybe track that down, see what happens.
Well, the Bryan brothers here on the World of Tennis. You hear it here first. The greatest doubles team of all time and only getting better. Thanks, guys, for joining us.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
This Look Back segment was brought to you by Wilson, #1 in tennis. For more information, go to wilson.com.
It's been an amazing summer so far, things heating up on and off the court. Thus far, Marty Fish, John Isner, Sam Querrey, and Andy Murray have gotten off to good starts. But as we know, in tennis, things change very quickly, and they will again as we head close to the US Open. Now, when you think of the US Open, you think about Ivan Lendl. He got to the finals 8 straight times and won it 3 times. And we're very lucky this week in Ivan Lendl's tennis tip to hear from him about one of the biggest shots in the game, one of the shots that helped him win those 3 US Open titles. the Ivan Lendl forehand.
Tennis Tips from Ivan Lendl is brought to you by the Champions Academy.
To me, a tennis match is like a puzzle made up of different shots. You need to work on all the pieces of the puzzle in order to control the point, which is the key to the game. Only then can you let the pieces gel together and complete the puzzle to win the match. Hi, I'm Ivan Lendl, and today we're going to work on finishing forehand. Finishing forehand is a shot which you use to finish the rally with. It's a shot where you have worked the point and get a mid-court ball, and instead of just hitting it and letting the opponent get back into the point, you should finish the rally. It should be a winning shot. It should be a shot which you make most of the time. Of course, you're going to miss some, unfortunately, but it's important to practice that shot, because it's a shame if you work the point so well and then you cannot finish it. I think to train for that shot, it's the best to get somebody to feed the balls, hit 10 to 15 shots, finishing forehands or winning forehands, take a break and then repeat it 2 or 3 times depending on the condition of the player. It can be very flat, it can have some topspin to it for safety, but in general it's a very hard hit.
Tennis Tips from Ivan Lendl is brought to you by the Champions Academy, where greatness happens. For more information, visit champacademy.com. Next, learn what makes youth tennis so important and find out what programs you can get involved in. And later, the early years of John McEnroe at Madison Square Garden. Matches against Arthur Ashe and Bjorn Borg. The World of Tennis, presented by BNP Paribas, is brought to you by BNP Paribas, the bank for a changing world. Wilson, #1 in tennis. Tennis Magazine. Get exclusive coverage online at tennis.com. Ivan Lendl's Champions Academy. For more information, visit champacademy.com. And by the BNP Paribas Showdown. 4 legends, 2 epic rivalries, 1 night of tennis. Tickets on sale September 27th.